What is Efris? Is it a new tax? Efris stands for Electronic Fiscal Receipting and Invoicing System. It's a tax accounting system and not a new tax. It's a system that ensures that goods and services sold and purchased are recorded and accounted for in real time by the taxpayer to Uganda Revenue Authority. Why URA introduced Efris? For a long time, URA had tried to find a solution to the various tax leakages due to the consistent underdeclaration of sales, claiming wrong input tax due to some taxpayers buying invoices in a scheme termed as invoice trading, hence the introduction of Efris, so that they can be able to track taxpayer sales and purchases in real time. What are the different components under Efris? Efris has a number of terminals which URA introduced for the taxpayers to use in their businesses. These include e-invoicing, using the web portal, USSD, invoicing, where invoices are issued through the use of a USSD code, use of EFDs, electronic fiscal devices. These were to be procured by the taxpayers so that they can use them to issue invoices. System-to-system integration. Businesses with already existing systems like POS, point of sale, machines were supposed to integrate their systems with the URA system. How does Efris work? When a taxpayer issues an invoice using one of the above-mentioned avenues, that information is captured by the Efris management system at URA, meaning that the Efris team at URA can be able to access this information and verify if the transactions as reported by a taxpayer are correct and accurate. Who is eligible to use Efris? At the first stage of the rollout of the system, all VAT-registered taxpayers were mandated to register to use the system. With time, this has been expanded to include all hardwares, supermarkets, and all taxpayers with a turnover sales above Uganda shillings 150 million have been either voluntarily or involuntarily been registered for VAT and also for Efris. Does the taxpayer stand to gain from the use of Efris? URA has tried to sell Efris to the business community with the pretext that it's a system that helps taxpayers keep records. However, this is majorly true for small-sized businesses. But for businesses that have to prepare complex financial statements, this system is not a solution for them, as it majorly tracks records related to sales, purchases, and stock movement. The majority of the balance sheet items cannot be recorded using the system. Therefore, it's a system designed to mainly help URA address the issue of underdeclaration by taxpayers and also try to close the earlier identified tax leakages. Uganda Revenue Authority as well talks of pre-filled returns as a result of Efris, but in reality, this is impossible, as there is a lot of information that still needs to be captured manually, as one is filing the return, even the VAT return. Uganda Revenue Authority also mentions that Efris will make it faster and easier to process refunds. But even with the presences of Efris, one has to wait for a long period of time before their refund is processed. And taxpayers are still asked to provide a lot of supporting documents when they apply for the refund. So this raises a question whether really this a solution to the delay in the processing of refunds. How can URA make Efris more adoptable for taxpayers? Given that the system basically helps URA in their compliance drive, the tax body needs to streamline the use of across all businesses to make it fair enough for all taxpayers. They should not apply a lot of force in implementing the system. The penalties being issued out are unnecessary, and they make it more undesirable for the taxpayers. Understand that the small businesses are basically operating in an informal environment, which basically does not favor the few taxpayers who are registered for Efris. URA needs to put more effort towards collaborating with other government bodies to deal with the issue of the large informal sector. What are some of the tax planning tips for taxpayers on the use of Efris? As taxpayers try to adjust to the new norm in terms of use of Efris, they should consider implementing the following. Try to understand and learn how to use the system. If already registered for the system, try to issue e-invoices as much as possible, except where conditions beyond the taxpayer's control make it impossible to issue invoices, for example, Efris system downtime, being in areas with limited access to internet, etc. Where possible, buy from registered suppliers who can issue you with e-invoices which you can use to claim and offset your VAT tax obligations. Align business processes with the new system so that there are no leakages which can lead to tax compliance issues. Engage a consultant who can guide on the use of the system and on the application of taxes in general. For more information on Efris and other tax-related consultancies, please get in touch with us through the contacts on your screen.